Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about breastfeeding. Fun time, fun time. I was at work, I was writing down all my plans for what I will be going over in my planner for this video. And so you're going to be seeing me look down occasionally to remember. So we're gonna go over my top 9 things I think every mom should really know about breastfeeding. Alright, so number 1, I don't care what anyone tells you, it hurts. It hurts. Especially if you never had anyone biting on your boob. I'm hoping you haven't, but hey, we don't know who's into what. But I'm just saying, like, if someone tells you it's not gonna hurt, it is going to hurt. Don't listen to them. First of all, your boob has to get adjusted to having your breast, your boob. Your breast has to get adjusted to having someone manipulating it to drink from. And it's gonna widen. I can't think of what it's called right now. I'm gonna write it in here for you, but that's gonna widen for you. And that way that they can get more milk out. Plus, while they're doing that, sometimes they bite, and not necessarily like bite hard, because they have no teeth. Babies don't have teeth when you first start. That's it, or was that throw up? What's going on over here? They're just numbing on you, but they're numbing so hard, and your breasts are so sensitive that they can crack, split open, bleed. I'm not trying to frighten anyone from it, but I just want to make sure you guys are aware of it. And sometimes you could burst a little vein in there, and that needs time to heal. In which your best healing ointment for it is I recommend of course this now became a headshot video because someone wanted to breastfeed. But the best healing ointment, if not using your own breast milk, because breast milk is like gold, it does a million things, look it up. And the other best healing ointment besides breast milk is, to my opinion, was amazing, is Earth Mama nipple butter. And she also has a spray. They also have a spray for if you're doing a vaginal pregnancy. It helps down there with the spray. And she also they have a lot, I don't know why I'm saying she, but they have a very large range of stuff to help new moms. But I definitely recommend that nipple butter, because like I said, it's going to hurt. Number 2 is about healing. So with those 2 ointments, and when you know that you do need to heal, it's most definitely is after the baby has popped a vein, or not necessarily a vein, but there's cuts and bruises from her teething, he or she teething. So you want to try to use that breast less, and until that healing process has begun, or until it's completely healed a bit enough so that you can actually breastfeed using that breast. And it should take not months. It should take like 1 week to 2 weeks. I struggled hard in the beginning with Amethyst because it hurt so much, and I wasn't really taught correctly how to breastfeed. I had a really pretty much bad experience in hospital, and it set the motion of how my breastfeeding story was going to go, well, journey was going to go, and it made it very difficult in the beginning. But thankfully I got someone who taught me the correct way of how to do things. So just to go into that story of how it hurt and how I healed. I'm gonna put those two together. When you choose to breastfeed, in those first 24 hours of you having the baby, you're gonna grow through I call it crunch time breastfeeding. I'm gonna put the correct term here, but the baby is pretty much gonna eat every hour on the hour, and I wasn't prepared for that, and no one told me about that. And so when the nurse came in and found out I wasn't feeding the baby every hour on the hour, or almost every 2 hours, she took Amethyst's head and my breast and pretty much forced it into the baby's mouth, and that was not how things should go. You should never try to force your child to eat. And I complained the next day to the hospital because it was a very rough night after that. And then Amethyst eventually started hurting every time she would feed, and I think it was about a month in is when I finally was taught the correct way by a doula at one of my clinics. And I went in, and she could tell that one of my breasts was swollen because I wasn't using the other one as much, because I was afraid to use it because it was easier, I believe, with my right breast. And so she told me to sit back, get comfortable, get all comfortable, and she had a rocking chair, is why I eventually went and got a rocking chair. But she said, rock easy, get yourself all comfortable, get you and the baby all comfortable, get yourself relaxed, bring the baby's head up to your chest, and let her find your breast. And I did that, and it was the most relaxing thing ever. She said, you have to be relaxed. You have to let go of all tension. If you have a lot of tension, the baby's going to feel your tension, and then there's going to be mistakes made and frustration, and it's not going to be an enjoyable thing as it should be. And after that, it was amazing. Like, I could breastfeed her without the boob whenever I needed to. And so if in the beginning you're struggling, remember to need to find a place that you feel relaxed. Get your tablet out or whatever, and prepare yourself to sit there for a while. Babies do recommend that your baby feeds from each breast 15 minutes each. Amethyst was always hungry and greedy, so it was almost an hour, 30 minutes on one boob, 30 on the other. I don't know what to tell you on that. Number 3 is leaking. So when you breastfeed, the other boob is going to, how many times are we going to say boob here? When you breastfeed, your other breast is going to leak naturally. I had an Elvie pump, and it died because someone decided to try to clean it in milk and butter. Rest in peace, Elvie pump. Anyway, Elvie has for $50 a catcher, pretty much, and it's also a expression pump, so you can release your the pressure of your boob just a bit. Said it again, your breast just a bit of some milk. And thank goodness for that. I wish I had that in the beginning, because you feel like you're wasting all this milk that's coming out while your child is breastfeeding on one breast. The other one is just dropping milk. And they also have catchers that you can get online. I'll try to find it and put the link below for that, where you can put that on at night while you're sleeping, because at night a lot of times you leak while you're walking around and doing things, especially if you breastfeed often. The more you breastfeed, the more milk you produce. The more water you drink, the more milk you produce. The best way to produce milk is to drink lots of water. If you drink coffee a lot, I regulated myself down to coffee in the morning and coffee in the afternoon or evening, but I drink constant water to produce the milk that I needed for Amethyst, who was very, very, very greedy. So, still is very, very greedy. So that's what you need to be doing so that you can produce more milk. And I know I kind of strayed from the leaking number 3, but hey. Number 4, you can't really ever run out of milk, and that's why I thought I wasn't producing enough, and it was just because she had drained my breast, and so I'm like, oh no, I gotta wait until I feel the milk fill up again. No, the baby is like God. She calls down from the heavens to like bring me milk. The minute she starts sucking on your breast, the milk is coming down into her mouth. And so you don't really run out of milk until like you start to try to wean, and that's a hard process. I'm doing that now. But once you start officially breastfeeding, the only way you can make the waters run dry is to pretty much not have any milk. No one, well, not it's to not pump and not to have the baby drinking any milk whatsoever from you. It's almost like you have to go into like a 24 to 48 hour no leak whatsoever. No expression, no pump, no one touching the breast before it can completely drain out. But yeah, you're never really out. Like I said, the babies have like power to like call it from thin air, I feel like. Number 5 is about swelling. And like I said, if one breast is constantly being fed on, that one is going to swell bigger than the other. So you definitely want to make sure you're evening it out. If you start to notice that one breast is bigger than the other, you kind of want to try to move your baby to drinking more from the breast that isn't being used as much. Number 6 was stopping completely, but we already kind of covered that. I'm horrible at these, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize, but you already know how to stop completely. Number 7, what they don't warn you about is that your child will become quite clingy to you. I mean, already your baby is going to be clingy to mom or to dad because one, they heard your voices all the time while you carried them, and they're very clingy to mom because they were with mom for 9 months or 8 months or 7 months according to how early your baby was born. But Amethyst, as I noticed, and people explained to me, yes, as if you're a breastfed parent, or if you're a breastfeeding parent, not breastfed parent, if you're breastfeeding parent, that baby is going to be more geared to being around you because you are the food vessel, which is you expect that. You expect that. And so she is very clingy to me, and when she goes through her jumps or her big major stages in life, when she's transitioning into another part in growing, she becomes super clingy. And so if you're not the type that's used to people clinging to you, just a heads up, if you're going to breastfeed, your child is going to cling to you, in which your motherly instinct is to hold your baby close to you anyway, so you should be fine with it. But for those who think they might have a problem, hopefully this is just preparing you for the fact that that baby is going to be all on you, all up on you. We are at number 8. Amethyst used her pacifier till she was about 3 months. When she hit 4 months, my breast became her nipple, her pacifier. So this number 8 is about how you become a pacifier. Some moms, that won't be a problem. Your baby will want the pacifier, but Amethyst didn't. Like, once she realized that at night I can get some milk and use you as a pacifier, I became the pacifier. And so when if she falls and she hits herself, if she hurts herself in any type of form, or she needs to feel released or coddled or or she's having a stressful moment, I am her pacifier. And that is what I have become. Like, anytime there's a problem, she comes crawling, crying to me, and she wants to feel my breast as a pacifier for her to calm her down. So prepare yourself for that. Number 9. Number 9 is weaning. I am currently trying to do this, and it's very difficult. I have to tell myself that she has to, on the weekends, not drink from me until at night. And I have to like put my foot down on that. Because currently when she's being babysat by my mom during the day, she doesn't have any milk but formula. And I am, because of the fact of how much she would eat in the beginning, I breastfed and I did formula. And when I started going back to work, my mom would sometimes do formula and sometimes do breast milk, because I would pump lots of milk, but the baby would eat 2 times that. So her dad's side of the family are all very tall and all well built, and so I already knew she was going to eat a lot. So at first I tried to just do breast milk, but I eventually had to switch over to breast milk and formula. And so when she's with my mom, she's, for the last, I want to say, almost going into 2 weeks, I haven't pumped milk for my mom to use, and she's only done formula at my mom. So Monday through Friday is formula only, and then during the day, and she gets some milk before I leave her to go to work, and she gets some breast milk from me when I come home at night, and it's normally what puts her to sleep. But on the weekends, I pretty much have been letting her drink from me whenever she wants, which we have to change so that I can actually start weaning her. So weaning is very difficult, and I can't say there's a best way to go through about it, because me myself, I don't know my best way of going about it yet. I know I have friends who have breastfed all the way up to the children turning 2. As your child gets older, they want less of your breast milk, and I can probably switch her over to whole milk if I wanted to. So I'm thinking that might have to be the case, because I want my freedom back. I enjoy breastfeeding. I do, because of that connection that I get with my daughter, and because of all the healthy benefits of breastfeeding. Look that up as well. There are lots, but weaning is very difficult, and I will probably start looking at videos to figure out the best way to do it. But I think right now the best way I'm doing it is by slowly detaching her, because you definitely don't want to just cold turkey it. Nightmare. That's nightmare on Elm Street right there. But of course now the sunlight is coming out and you guys are getting better lighting. But I hope this helps you guys out, our new mom. If you have any questions, or you have some ideas that you think a mom should know about breastfeeding, make sure you guys comment below those ideas or those questions, and I will respond to you the best information I can give you, or ask some of my other friends who are moms, who have been moms longer than me, some questions for you, and get back to you on that with the answer. I hope this video has helped you guys. It's still early in the morning. I have not had my coffee. I need my coffee. But it's early in the morning, and I hope that you did like this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that you guys can get notifications when I put up more videos. I am hyped about the Christmas vlog challenge. I am going in this year. I went in the year last year when I first decided I wanted to start really getting into doing YouTube and vlogging again. I tried really early on, and things were chaotic in my life, then I couldn't. But now that I can really get into it, as I've been promoting for all my videos, you're gonna learn everything about me, about my face, what I don't believe in, or my fashion sense, or the fashion that I'm into, my arts and crafts, what I like, what I love, what I'm afraid of. So I hope you guys do follow, and I hope that you do like, and maybe you will subscribe. We'll see. But until then, thank you for watching, lovelies, pumpkins. I'll see y'all later.